So if you're going to navigate your ship, your business, to make sure that you're maximizing it, you're mitigating threats, and you can seize these massive opportunities, there's never been a better time on the planet to be able to do that. You've got to understand there are external economic cycles that are occurring and also internal forces. We're going to go through now and talk about these external forces first. What are the key principles? Now, this is going to be a bit of a rude awakening for some people here. The first principle here is I just want everyone to zoom in, and we're going to look at the stock market, and we're going to look at one particular piece, and we're going to zoom in, and I want to ask you a question. That is really simple. If you look at this chart here, this is the S&P 500. Not so long ago, I took a little screenshot of it. And if you look at the market here, and you look at how this is going, and it's coming down. See how it's coming down here? My question to you is this. If you saw this, would you invest in the S&P 500? Would you put your money into it when you can see it tanking like this? Now, I've done this so many times. Half the people go, no way, it's tanking, why would I put my money into it? The other half of people, when they look at it, they go, this is a great buying opportunity. So let's just say you chose, this is a great buying opportunity. If you go, yeah, I can see it's coming down, it's a great opportunity to buy. And my question to you is, did you? Because if you didn't, you haven't read the signs well enough. Now, why are we looking at the S&P 500 as an example? Well, the S&P 500 is regarded largely, universally, as one of the greatest guides of what's actually happening in the marketplace. So this here is, we've zoomed into a tiny little piece, and when we look at that tiny little piece, it looks like it's tanking. Okay, we've gone in. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to zoom out for a second, and we go, okay, well, if I'm looking at the, so if we come back here, if I'm going to look at the news, the media, social media, whatever's going on in that day, that week, what gets sticky eyeballs? What is the things that people go, oh, this is the next thing, we're in a downturn, we're in a recession. Okay, the only reason that happens is because that's what sells newspapers. That's what gets people attracted to coming in. Let's zoom out for a moment. Let's just take stock of where actually are we right now. Where is the cycle? Now, to understand this cycle here, this is a very, very useful chart. If you look on the vertical axis here, this here is asset prices, and down here is time. Now, this time frame is between 15 and 20 years. Why are we looking at this? Is because if you look at asset prices, that's particularly looking at property, that's the largest market. There's more trillions of dollars in the property market than there is in any other markets. And then the stock market then flows on from that. So when we understand what's happening in the asset cycles, it can really help us know what's happening in the stock market. And that also gives us a very, very good clue of what's happening business-wise. These are business, even you go, what's this got to do with business? It's got everything to do with business. So there's a natural cycle. It goes up, it comes down, it then goes up again, hits this great big peak, and then it crashes, okay? Now, if you look at the dotted line is the amplitude variation. So it doesn't always happen exactly like this. Goes up, a little bit of a dip, comes up, and then goes down, and then has another rise. And that little dip here is called the dead cat bounce. Why is it called a dead cat bounce? Because even a dead cat bounces when it's in a downturn. Okay, so now I've given you the overview. The question is, well, where are you right now? Or where do you think the cycle is? Because what you do here in 1 and 2 is very, very different from what you do when you're in 4, definitely very, very different from what you do in point 7. So understanding where we're at. So let's just zoom out for a second. We zoomed in before. Let's zoom out and let's go actually see where are we right now? Where is the marketplace in this current phase? Okay, so this here is the S&P 500. Right down here is when the GFC occurred. So if you look down here, that's the GFC down the bottom here. Let's go mark you through. We go all the way up, and if we go all the way up, down across here, goes down, comes up, goes down, and then we have this big rise here. That's the dead cat bounce. So this here is the S&P 500. Where it is right now, as I'm recording this right now, it is at a record high in the history of the planet. Now, as we go forward, there's going to be a little bit of a dip, then we'll go back up again. That's okay, because we know everything works on a cycle. This is the S&P 500. You look at this and go, oh, okay, David, I don't really care. I don't care about what happens. I don't care what's in the marketplace. I'm a property girl. I'm a property guy. Well, okay, great. Well, I've got that news for you as well. This is the property index in the US. It's gone up. It's then so it goes up, it comes down, goes up, dead cat bounce, and then goes up here. Record high in the history of the planet. And some people, and we've got a lot of Australians who are watching this, and they got to go, oh, that's all good, that's all US. But what about Australia? I've got that for you as well. This here is from the Bureau of Statistics. We've had this rise since the GFC, going all the way up. There's a little up and down, and then going up. That's the dead cat bounce. Again, we're at record high. So where are we in the cycle? We're sitting here. Most people are doing the wrong things at the wrong time. They don't understand where they are. And the thing is, if the marketplace is moving, you can do some things in that tidal wave so that you're putting yourself in pole position. That's what we're talking about, having a bulletproof business. So when you're going all the way up, the cool thing is, it doesn't matter what's happening in the marketplace. What matters is how you're sailing your ship. The wind happens in whatever direction. Let's say you're in a sail ship. Whatever direction is happening, you can tack, you can move, so you're getting the maximum amount of speed. But if you don't know how to set your sail, you'll never be able to know, or never be able to get the traction and the speed that you want. That's why people are going, oh, my marketing's not working, my sales is not working. My delivery, my team's not engaged. That's right, because there are certain things that happen in the cycles that you've got to be super aware, and I cover those and what to do about those in the coming videos. But what's important to know is, why is this such a great opportunity? Why is now the time you should be doubling down? And your internal rigor has got to be even higher and faster than ever before. Well, because when it hits 7, you're going to be cashed up. Then we tank. We get down to 0.8. Guess what? That's when the buy opportunities are there. There has never been a better time on the planet. In fact, in your lifetime, you may not get the opportunity that's coming up. You're going to get things at absolute rock bottom prices. You're going to get rock bottom prices. Why is that important? Is because right now, anyone can make money in the upturn, but very few can actually do it in the downturn. More millionaires are made in a downturn than an upturn. So what we're doing over these next couple of years is making sure you're doing the right things at the right time with speed in your business. So what we've just gone through here is really understanding this principle here, and that is the right strategy at the wrong time is the wrong strategy. And what I'm seeing is a lot of people watching lots of videos, reading books and going, that's all great. Oh, I need to do this. This person's doing this person's doing that. I better do that for me. And the answer is no, you don't want to do that. You've got to make sure that, one, within the cycle, it also matches in your personal cycle and what's happening for you. Now, as you're watching this video, go, hey, this is really good information. I really like it. And you go, I'm good. I can get on with it. I'm saying, great. If you want some help actually implementing it, then reach out to us, connect with us. We'll show you how to do that. So what have we covered so far? What we've covered is one of the greatest opportunities. We need to talk about the external forces first, which is looking at the economic cycles when they zig, we zag, how to ride the wave. What I'm going to do in the next training is take you through internally what you need to do to be business fit. And specifically, there are 6 things that we need to be doing to make sure that over the next 1 to 2 years, you're really putting yourself in pole position. That's what I'm going to cover in the next video.